The Supercase framework has 4 components. First of all, understanding, do we actually have a problem that's both urgent and important? Second, what's the root cause of that problem? What's the fix based on what we learned from the root cause? And then how do you implement with the notion that for any problem in the whole world, there's only and exactly 3 options. You can do nothing, you can do it yourself, or you can find a vendor. I would start then with an insight. The vast majority of close loss reasons are actually indicating that the seller did not prove value to the buyer. Proving value is the job of the business case. Therefore, if we're not proving value, there's something wrong with the business case that can be fixed. Now, before we put time and money into making this fix, we need to figure out if the problem really is urgent and important. So in this case, I want to talk about a canary metric and an impact metric. With the root cause analysis, you want to keep digging down until you find something that you can actually change. People don't use business cases because they're time consuming and difficult to create. And even when they do create them, sellers know that buyers don't typically trust them because they're, if you like, hopelessly biased. So what's the fix? Well, first of all, architect a better business case. The goal here is that we make a business case that is as close as possible to the kind of case that an internal operations team would create for themselves. Really focusing on that DIY approach, helping the customer understand how would you do this yourself if you had to do it yourself. The second part of making this possible is that we need to make it easy for the reps. First and foremost is a point of view, which is that unique thing that you know about the industry, about your industry, that nobody else knows. But it needs to be structured in a way that any rep can run with it. Second, you need to have a really good model, a way to show the math that making this fix is going to make a meaningful change. A builder is just the instructions or framework for the reps to actually run through this, and then a template to make it look nice. Finally, implementation. And in this case, I'm going to kind of turn the mirror on you guys. What are you going to do? If you recognize that you have an urgent and important problem and your business case is letting down your value perception, what are you going to do? You can do nothing. You can do it yourself using the tools that I'm more than happy to provide. You can buy my book, or you can find a trusted vendor who's done this before, who knows what they're doing, and is going to minimize your risk. All right, look forward to talking. Thanks.